Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
See, today we are going to start with the chapter 1 in maths. Okay, the first chapter in your textbook is set theory. Okay, we are going to start with the first chapter, chapter 1, set theory. Okay, set theory is an important concept in maths. Once the set theory is introduced, modern mathematics have started. Earlier to that and all, we had numbers and all. Okay. The modern mathematics and all was started with the introduction of set theory. Set theory is an important concept in maths. Okay. Now, in most of the topics, in almost all the topics, set theory has become an important part. We'll be learning few notations. What is set? Everything we'll be learning. Actually, it was developed by George Cantor. Okay, it is developed by the mathematician George Cantor. So write the heading, chapter 1, set, set theory. Chapter 1, set. So what is a set? What is a set? Okay, here we used to say, okay, in your classes you'll be saying we are all a set. We are set, isn't it? What is meant by set? A group of objects, a collection of objects. It is a group of objects, a collection of objects. When we say mathematically, there is a particular definition called set is a collection of well-defined objects. What is set? Set is a collection of well-defined objects. Set is a collection. It is a collection of well-defined objects. Here, the meaning for well-defined is very important. It is well-defined. The conditions, everything is defined clearly. It is a collection of well-defined objects. Collection of well-defined objects. Okay, the rules, everything is given clearly. Okay, when we say the elements, which all the elements will be coming in the set, which all the elements will not be coming in the set, the rules, everything will be set very clearly. So that is why we call this as well-defined. Call it as well-defined. So the definition of set is collection of well-defined objects. Okay, this is a collection of well-defined objects. Okay, so look at here. Look at the some examples, some collections given here. Look at the first collection. No need to write it. All these things are there in your textbook. Okay, just you listen. Okay, the few things which one I point out, that points you write it. Other things, no need to write. Hope you are all having the textbook. Are you all having the textbook? Are you all having the textbook?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, keep your textbook with you during the max class. Show me your textbooks, max textbook, all of you. Okay, I think someone is showing the 10th standard textbook. Is it 11th standard? Yes. Okay. Okay, keep your textbooks with you and keep your pencil for marking. Keep your textbooks with you. So a set is a collection of well-defined objects. It is well-defined. It is a collection of well-defined objects. Look at the first one. Odd natural numbers less than 10. Here we are giving the condition clearly. We want only the odd numbers and the odd numbers which are less than 10. Suppose I give a number 15. Whether it will be belonging to that collection? No. Yes or no? If I give a number 15, although it is an odd number, it does not belong to that collection because it is defined clearly. It is given clearly that we want only odd numbers less than 10. Okay, so that's why the word well defined is used. When an element is given, you can clearly say whether the element belongs to that set or does not belongs to that set. Look at the next one, the rivers of India. If I give river Mississippi, whether it belongs to that collection, Dia, Mississippi, is it a river in India? No, isn't it? It is not. Okay, if I say river Brahmaputra, yes, Jyoti Joshi, what is your answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So it is a river of India. So it is defined clearly. Look at the next one. The vowels of the English alphabet. Which are the vowels of English alphabet, Samia? A, E, I, O, U, isn't it? If I ask the same question after 3 days, will it change? Which are the English alphabets? After 3 days, if I ask this question, what will be your answer, Shabarinath?
No.
No, it will not change, isn't it? The answer will be same. If I ask it after 1 month, again, there is no change, isn't it? The answer will be same. Hmm? So suppose I am giving the English alphabet B. Is it a vowel? Whether it belongs to that collection, if I use the alphabet B. Alantina, whether it belongs to that collection, B.
No, ma'am.
No, isn't it? We can clearly say the element does not belong. Okay, so here the set of all vowels is an English alphabet. Okay, so now suppose I am giving a question like this. Okay, the collection of best actors in Malayalam movie. Collection of best actors in Malayalam movie. Vinayak, what is the answer? Who is the best actor in Malayalam?
Mohanlal.
Mohanlal. Okay. What about Anaga? Yes, Anaga?
Should I say number of them or some?
Some. You can give one name. You give
Um,
one name.
Nivin Pauly.
Nevin Pauly. Okay, look at here. The answer is varying. Is that no? Hmm? Okay. But if okay, Nanaga is saying Nevin Pauly is the best actor. If you ask your grandmother, what your grandmother will say, Anaga? The grandmother will be accepting? Huh? Or if you ask your grandfather,
ma'am.
no, they'll not accept, isn't it? It will vary. It will vary from one person to another person. Same way, if I ask it to some other person staying in some other country, whether they will accept it? No, they'll not accept. Okay, but if I say B is not a vowel, B is not a vowel. If I ask it to some other person on some other day, answer will be same. B is not a vowel. Is that no? So it is defined clearly. So there are some collections which are not defined properly. There are some element collections which are defined clearly. If the definition is given clearly, if it is well defined, then it is called set. The answer will never change. Answer will be always the same. Okay? Hmm? Is it clear, Anashwarya? Huh? So, of all best actors of Malayalam is not a set because it will vary from one person to another person. Okay? Hmm? Is it clear? Okay. Then, suppose, what about the collection of most talented writers of India? Collection of most talented writers of India. Will it be a set? Most talented writers. Naureen, will it be a set, Naureen? Most talented writers. Will it be a set or not? Yes, Malavika, what is your answer?
No.
No. Why? Answer is
It
correct.
can vary.
It can
It can
vary.
vary from person to person.
It depends on the taste of a person, isn't it? Okay, it will vary. It depends on the taste of the person. So it's not a set. Okay, so now do you understand the meaning of well-defined? Set is a collection of well-defined objects. Set is a collection of well-defined objects. So here, which all the things given? Okay, look at here. The various kinds of triangle. That is a set, isn't it? Triangle means we know only three sides are there. If I give a square, you will easily say it is not in that collection. Okay, we are easily able to distinguish it. Which one are there? Which one does not belong? Look at the next one. Prime factors of 210. Prime factors of 210. How will you do this? We will divide 210. You divide it by 2, 105. Again, if you divide by 5, 21, 3, 7. So these are the prime factors. The prime factors are 2, 3, 5, and 7. The solution of the quadratic equation, okay, it is x square. The solution of the quadratic equation, x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. X square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, last year we have learned how to find the solution of the set. Can you find the solution? Which method you will use here? Two methods we have learned. Is that no? Which are the two methods? Anashwarya?
Factorization method.
Factorization method. And which is the next method, second method?
By using the equation.
Quadratic formula, by using the quadratic formula. Here, we can solve it easily by using factorization, splitting the middle term, isn't it? What is the product? Product is 6. Sum is negative 5. Product is 6. Sum is negative 5. So, what are the possible factors? Product of 6. Sum is minus 5. So, we'll get 1 into 6 is 6. The next possibility is 2 and 3. 2 and 3. 2 into 3 is 6. But look at the sum. Sum we want negative 5. So what is the possible one? Product is positive. Sum is negative. So which are the possible?
2 and 3.
2 and 3. So we can write negative 2, negative 3. Negative 2 plus negative 3, it is negative 5. And the product is, so we can split this as x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 as 0. From these two terms, we can take x as common. So we get x minus 2. Then from here, if you take minus 3 as common, you get x minus 2 is 0. From these two terms, again, you take x minus 2 as common. From these two terms, you take again x minus 2 as common. So x minus 2 into x minus 3 is 0. So we get x is equal to 2, 3. So 2 and 3 are the solutions of the equation x square minus 5x plus 6 is 0. So if we give a number 7, if you are given with a number 7, we can say 7 does not belong to that collection. 7 is not in that collection. Okay, 7 is not in that collection. So these are some examples of sets. Once an element is given, we can easily decide whether it belongs to that or does not belongs. Okay, so what is a set? What is a set, John Philip?
Collection of well-defined objects.
Set is a collection of well-defined objects. Set is a collection of well-defined objects. Okay, did you all write the definition in your notebook? Write the definition. Set. Set is a collection of well-defined objects. Okay, this part no need to write. It is there in your textbook. Okay. Set is a collection of well-defined objects. Is it okay, Tom Sebastian? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Reem Fatima?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, children. Now write the next heading. Write the next heading. Examples of sets used in mathematics. 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 So we are using some sets in mathematics. Okay. So that sets, okay, hereafter that sets, we will be representing it using some alphabet, English alphabet. Okay, the sets are represented using capital letters. Sets, we represent it using capital letters. Okay, so in order to learn about the sets in mathematics, tell me what are the different types of numbers we are learning. When we start learning the numbers, from where we have started. When we start with the different number system, what is the first number system we are learning? Yes, Jewel.
Natural number system.
Very good. Natural numbers. Okay, so set of all natural numbers. It is a set. It is collection of natural numbers. It is a set. Collection of natural numbers. Collection of natural numbers. Natural numbers means it is 1, 2, 3, etc. And it is denoted by capital N. Collection of natural numbers is denoted by capital N. So hereafter, whenever we write capital N, it means natural numbers. Okay. Whenever we write 1 belongs to N, 1 belongs to N means it is a natural number. 1 is a natural number. Okay. The next number system. First you listen, children. Afterwards you can write. What is the next number system? Alan Joffy. After learning the natural numbers, what is the next one we have learned? Alan Joffy.
Integers.
Integers. In between, we learned another one. What is that? Meherin? Rational, no. Navrin, can you try?
Whole numbers.
Whole numbers. Second one is W. We use the alphabet W for representing the collection of whole numbers. Collection of whole numbers. We represent it as W. So whole numbers means it includes 0 along with all the natural numbers. It includes 0 onwards. 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay, first using N, then comes W. What about the next one, Malaviga?
Whole rational numbers.
No. Before
Real
rational.
numbers.
Yes.
Integers.
Integers. Okay. So next we are learning about integers. Integers, we refer this as Z. Integers are represented by Z. Listen, children. Sometimes in some reference books, suppose you are purchasing R.D. Sharma, Agarwal and all, in some of the reference book, instead of Z, sometimes they write I. But in NCERT textbook, they represent Z for integers. Okay. In NCERT textbook, they represent Z for integers. So here we are using the same. Z is for integers. Integers means all the positive and negative numbers you will get 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Here it is -1, -2, etc. Integers. Integers is Z. Then next comes rational numbers. Next comes rational numbers. Rational numbers, we denote this as Q. Q, collection of all rational numbers, we denote that as Q. Collection of rational numbers, we denote that as Q. Okay, so rational numbers means, what is the definition, Meherin? Can you give the definition of rational numbers?
Ma'am, the number which can be written in the form P by Q,
Good. Hmm.
Q is not equal to 0.
And P and Q are
Integers.
integers. That P and Q are integers. Okay, so Q is set of all rational numbers, numbers which can be written in the form of P by Q, with Q not equal to 0, and P and Q are integers. P and Q are integers. What about the next one? Next one is collection of irrational numbers. What is meant by irrational number? Gis, what is irrational number? Gis,
Unending,
yes.
infinite and non-repeating.
Infinite and non-repeating. Okay. In other words, what you can say? The numbers which are not rational. The numbers which are not rational. That means which cannot be written in the form P by Q form. Which cannot be written in the form P by Q. Okay. Numbers which cannot be written in the form P by Q. Can you give some example, Dia? Examples of irrational number? Last year we proved it from the first chapter.
Root 2.
Root 2, root 3, isn't it? We proved this again and again. Root 2, root 3 are some examples. Root 2, root 3, root 5. What about pi? Pi. Okay, they are all irrational numbers. And irrational numbers, we denote this as Z. Sorry, I. We use the alphabet I. Look at here, we use only the capital letters for representing sets. Okay, always use capital letters for representing the set, not small letters. So I is the irrational number. The next one, John Philip. What is the next one? After irrational numbers, next is
Positive
yes.
integers.
Huh?
Positive integers.
No. Fahis. Collection of rational and irrational is called collection of rational and irrational are called Rahul.
Real numbers.
Yes, say it louder.
Real numbers.
Very good. It is real numbers. Okay, collection of rational and irrational numbers together gives the real numbers. Okay, this is a collection of rational and irrational, all the numbers together. Okay. And it is denoted by R. And it is denoted by R. And it is denoted by R. R is the set of all real numbers. Is it okay, Fahis? Now, this year, we'll be learning the next type, that is complex numbers, numbers which are not real. We'll be learning this here. Okay, that is one we call it as complex numbers. And the complex numbers, we denote it using the alphabet C. Complex numbers are denoted by using the alphabet C. Okay. Okay. Now, Elaine, read the numbers. Read this. Till now, what are the different sets we wrote in Max? Which are the different collections used in Max? Yes, start reading.
Ma'am, me?
Yes.
Okay. Collection of natural numbers, which is denoted as capital letter N. Collection of whole numbers is denoted as capital letter W. Collection of integers is denoted as Z. Rational number is denoted as capital letter Q. Collection of irrational number is denoted as capital letter I.
Okay.
And
Okay.
real number.
Okay. Next. Valentina. Continue and Valentina.
Capital of real numbers are
Hmm.
and collection of complex number, capital C.
Collection of complex numbers, C. Now it is not over. Few more things we are going to learn. Okay, few more notations we are going to learn. Okay, so the next one we are going to learn is R plus. What does it mean? R plus. What is R plus? Vinayak, can you guess it? R is set of all real numbers. So it will be R plus.
Positive.
Very good. It is positive real numbers. R plus is collection of all positive real numbers. R plus. R minus. Samya, what is R minus?
Negative real numbers.
It is the collection of negative real numbers. It is the collection of negative real numbers. Okay, same way we can define Z plus. What is Z plus? Aman?
Positive integer.
Yes, it is the collection of all positive integers. It is the collection of positive integers. Okay. It is the collection of positive integers. Yes. You
Yes, ma'am.
copied up to that? Up to which one we wrote? Jacob, read that one. Which all the things we wrote after the complex number? After C.
R plus positive real numbers.
Hmm.
R minus integers.
Okay. So the next one is R star. R star. What is R star? What will be R star? Aditya Dev, what will be R star? Huh. R means what we know? Real numbers. So star is non-zero real numbers. What is R star? Non-zero. Non-zero real numbers. Okay. It may be positive or negative, but it will not be equal to 0. So this R star, we can denote like this also. R minus singleton 0. R minus 0. From the real numbers, we remove 0. R minus 0. Okay, R star. Similarly, they may give Q star. What is Q star? Meherin? Q star.
Ma'am, a collection of non-zero rational numbers.
Yes, it is the collection of non-zero rational numbers. Non-zero rational number. So all the rational number will be there except 0. 0 will not be there. So it is non-zero rational numbers. Non-zero rational numbers. Okay. Now one more notation we can learn. One more thing. Okay. So notations. Now listen. Don't write. First listen. After that you can copy. Suppose you are given a set. Suppose A is the set containing, okay, when this braces, this bracket, we call it as set braces. This one we call it as set braces. So in this set A, which are the elements? 1 is the element. Okay, look at here. We can say 1 is an element, or we can say 1 is a member of the set A. Or we can use the term 1 is called an element, member, or we can say 1 is an object of the set A. This object. So these are the different terms we can use. 1 is an element of A, or 1 is a member of A, or 1 is an object of A. Similarly, if you look at the set A, we have 4 elements here. We have 4 elements. So 1 is an element in A. 1 is it in A? So we can write 1 belongs to A. This is the note.